Throughout the years, Formula One has been on the move to be one of the most inclusive and diverse sports in the world. And so far, they have been one of the most progressive ones out there. But there is one thing left for the sport to truly say and claim that it is for everyone, of all kinds, and that is through having drivers that aren't men. Yes! If anyone has ever noticed it at this point, it is because it is quite the norm within motorsports these days, and from before, there has never been a female F1 driver in the entirety of its history. Well, not yet maybe. Hello and welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today, we are here to talk to you guys about the latest updates about Formula One bringing in their first female driver on the grid and how Red Bull has been playing a huge role in making all of these things possible for the future of the sport. Do you want to know all about it? Well, just sit back and relax and we'll bring in the rest of the story. But before we get right into the video, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more of our updates. Okay, now shall we? Now, first of all, there is no denying that Formula One has got one of the most incredible rosters of drivers in the entire world of motorsports right now. It is staying to the idea of Formula One in which only the best ones can have taken a seat on an F1 car. It is the number one sport in everything that encapsulates and defines motorsports. But let's face it, being one of the best drivers out there is not because of any gender stereotype, but it is because you have the formula that would take you to Formula One. But, when the sport has been dominated by men since the start, will we ever see female drivers racing in our lifetime? Well, we are now looking at an easy and hopeful yes. Throughout the years, numerous initiatives to bring women into the world of F1 have been done, and so far, the progress has been quite promising. The most notable move to make the sport as gender inclusive as possible is the establishment of the W Series in 2018. For a quick crash course about what the W Series is, it is F1 for women, and it has been founded on the principles and ideas that it would be of great help to women who are interested in entering motorsport. It is not just an avenue or program for them to compete, but it also gives them substantial help by recognizing that men and women simply do not have equal footing in the world of motorsports, or in sports in general. There is a whole network of issues on gender equality when it comes to women's participation, but for the sake of staying on topic, we might need to have that important conversation some other time. But anyway, the W Series was created to equalize the playing field between men and women drivers. It works by recognizing and helping women get through the financial barriers that have historically been preventing and creating obstacles for them to get right into the sport and progress to the ultimate, pinnacle race, which is technical Formula One. The series is currently in its third season right now, and there has been no hint of it stopping anytime soon, as it had acquired a multi-year contract deal for broadcast for Sky Sports and had promised to show in more races than ever for their 2022 campaign. It is literally on full acceleration these days. Now, with all of that being said, the conversation for opening the doors wider just keeps on going, and the excitement for them has been stronger than ever. But do you guys know what has been pretty great lately? Well, it is the fact that powerful and influential figures in Formula One have also been voicing their willingness to support what may be possible in the incoming years of F1 in its bid to be more gender inclusive, with the most prominent one being Red Bull Racing F1's team principal, Christian Horner. Horner had said some pretty amazing things about the idea, and Red Bull seems to be very open about it, as he says that the team will be taking proactive moves to have a very involving role in changing the gender discourse in Formula One. Horner had said that bringing in women to drive the F1 cars and race around the tracks with other world-class drivers is something that he seems to be very pleased with. The growth of the W Series seems to be a huge indicator and tool to foster interest in motorsports among younger women who might want to step into its world. He said that while the series is still very young compared to the decades-long record of other motorsports, it is looking to be on the promising side, and that the hopes to acquire more fans through the program are shining bright. He is pretty much an advent supporter of women coming into F1, and he says that the W Series can be one way to pave the way for girls getting into the grassroots of racing. He likened it to how the F1 Netflix series Drive to Survive is a great marketing tool, as it had attracted more people to watch Formula One, and it has ultimately changed the demographics of its fan base in the best way it can. He said that a lot more younger women are becoming interested in Formula One and that he hopes that it will encourage them to try it out in the long run. With Formula One being one of the most competitive sports out there, he also believes that talent is something that should be looked at and that gender will not matter. Like, for example, if the driver is proven to be great and she's not a guy, there should not be any sort of doubt cast upon them because what matters most in F1 is the ability and talent to win races. If she has proven herself to have that kind of talent, then why would they deny her a seat if she's someone who could compete? Horner has also acknowledged some very heated debates that might resurface once Formula One eventually signs the first female driver in history. It is not very surprising though because it had been going on for quite some time beyond the world of motorsports. It's whether or not men and women should be allowed to compete together in the same category. Karting is the entry point to motorsports, and I think that, of course, there's always going to be that debate: should the girls race with the boys? Should it be like other sports where you have two separate competitions? He said. But he thinks that there should not be two separate competitions for different genders because it just acts as another barrier for women to overcome. After all, in Formula One, the only thing that should be the basis for signing up a driver should be their talent, and talent, especially the strong ones, does not pick a better gender. Formula One teams would want the best driver to grace and move around the tracks. A driver's background, gender, race, or anything that is not skill should not even be considered because it's just all about winning. Heck, maybe even if the driver isn't a human being but can promise to deliver really good results and could have the potential to beat everyone else on the grid, they would sign it because there is no limit as to who qualifies for Formula One. We want the best drivers, irrelevant background, gender, etc., and I think that, if the W Series can help to develop young talent that finds its way across into Formula 3 or Formula 2, and ultimately Formula 1, then that's certainly a positive thing, said Horner in a media interview. Now, with Horner being extremely supportive of women coming into the sport, it is not surprising that the team he handles also is, and they are looking at doing something tangible and substantial to speed up the process and turn it into reality. Throughout the years, it can be recalled that the Red Bull F1 racing team has been very hands-on and has sponsored and backed women, and they will not be stopping anytime soon as they have promised to continue doing it in the future until it ultimately becomes the norm. Now that is something that we would want to see from other teams, because we all know that bringing in something monumental to the sport would not all hands on deck with all the kinds of support that they could give, especially when it is something that will be a huge milestone not just in the world of motorsports, but also in the world of sports that's, honestly speaking, quite dominated by men at this point. When we are looking at how much women are actually in sports, it would pale in comparison to men. It's a very common stereotype though, but with Formula One and their top teams looking at shifting and changing the demographics a bit for a lot more people, especially women, to be more interested in the sport, that is not just something that should be done. It is also symbolic of some sort. With some previous milestones though, some drivers from the W Series have already been on the track to get into the levels of Formula One drivers, as two-time W Series champion Jamie Chadwick has now been signed into the Williams Driver Academy, and Jessica Hawkins is now one of the ambassadors for the Aston Martin team. Now, with all of that being said, I think it is fair to say that it's 2022, and it's about time. Well, that is it for our video for today, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we all hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more of our updates. See you on the next one, and bye.